When Toyota unveiled the third-generation Tundra 2 years ago, it was clear they were ready to move past the long-overcooked second-generation truck and compete aggressively with Ford, Chevy, and Ram. And just like the Morse code Easter egg says on every Tundra windshield, these are badass trucks no matter the model. However, when it comes to showing off your new 2024 Tundra, there's nothing quite like the 1794 edition and its modern Western swagger. We'll get to that swagger momentarily, but before we do, could you please click the subscribe button below? Everyone here at the Empty Garage thanks you. Alright, back to the 2024 Toyota Tundra 1794 edition truck and a little history. In case you missed it, Toyota has been building the Tundra full-size pickup in America since day one almost 25 years ago. Specifically, the Tundra is and always has been built in Texas. Going back much further, as in 230 years ago, we find a story about a gentleman by the name of Juan de Casanova, who in 1794 established a ranch in what would become the state of Texas. Fast forward to modern times, and Toyota would end up purchasing this land from Mr. Casanova's successors to build their Tundra factory in San Antonio. So to honor his legacy and build the ultimate Texas truck, Toyota offers their spectacular 1794 edition Tundra. You can't really miss this beautiful brute as it saunters along with an enormous chrome front end, riding on shimmering 20-inch machine-faced wheels and sporting big 1794 edition door badges. And although you can finish it in a variety of sweet colors like Lunar Rock and Supersonic Red, may we humbly recommend the delicious-sounding shade of Smoked Mesquite? Only available on the 1794 edition and limited models, it adds an unmistakable Western vibe to this Tundra. And though traditionalists may be unhappy that the Tundra won't be making any V8 sounds, it's hard to argue with the I-Force twin-turbo V6 power plants under the hood. In standard form, this powertrain makes 389 horsepower and 348 pound-feet of torque. Engineering highlights include cylinder heads with machined cross-channel cooling, laser-applied powder metal intake valve seats, and an integrated exhaust manifold. But for those that demand the best, the 1794 edition Tundra is best served as a hybrid? That's right. From the company that makes the Prius, a car that is the very antithesis of the Tundra, comes a hybridized full-size pickup truck. However fuel-sipping Prius wannabe, the 1794 edition Tundra is not. Because although engine hybridization can be used to get hypermiling nerds fired up about going slow, it can also be used to maximize performance, as in the I-Force Max hybrid powertrain Toyota offers on the 1794 edition model. This setup starts with the same basic 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 found in standard Tundras, but sandwiches a 48 horsepower electric motor between the engine and the 10-speed automatic transmission, fed by a 288-volt battery pack. This electrified powertrain jacks the output up to a potent 437 horsepower and 583 torques. And all that torque is on tap at just 2,400 RPMs. Even with all that extra power, the Tundra Hybrid is more fuel efficient than its non-hybrid stablemate, but not by much. No, this is a performance hybrid, one that can tow 11,450 pounds in 1794 edition spec, and sprint to 60 miles an hour in under 6 seconds according to Car and Driver. It'll cost you an extra $4,000, but with the 1794 edition Tundra, it's all about go big or go home. And in this case, you'll be wanting to go big. Why? Because the cabin on these Tundras has all the Texas ranch swagger you can handle and is practically begging for that muscular motor. Now, about that cabin. Wow. Just wow. Where to begin? How about with the exclusive saddle brown or rich cream leather upholstery? The seats, dashboard, center console, and door panels are swaddled in the stuff. The saddle brown setup is super rich with contrast stitching side to side and top to bottom, adding a just right touch of elegance to this cowboy special. But should you opt for the rich cream two-tone scheme, be prepared for occupants to be struck dumb upon opening the doors. It's simply gorgeous and manages to accentuate the open-pore American walnut trim even more so than the saddle brown finish. These real wood inlays stretch across the dashboard and into the door panels. On the passenger side of that dash is a laser-etched 1794 edition logo that drives up the exclusive vibe of these all-time Tundras. Along with a panoramic moonroof, the front and rear seats come with heat and ventilation, not to mention a heated steering wheel. But perhaps the best part of the 1794 edition Tundra is Toyota's signature power-operated vertical rear window. Why no other automaker bothers to offer this feature on their truck is a mystery, because for those that like an open-air feel, there's nothing better. And if it's technology you're after, the 1794 edition Tundra is loaded to the gills with all the best stuff. There's the fully digital gauge cluster and the mammoth 14-inch touchscreen. Apple and Android smartphone integration is of the wireless variety, as is the charging pad for your device. You've got a digital rearview mirror, a 10-inch color head-up display, a 12-speaker JBL audio system, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and the list goes on. Suffice it to say that 2024 Tundra in 1794 edition trim is an impressive truck. But what if you want more? May we suggest the available adaptive dampers and load-leveling rear air suspension? With it, you can let the Tundra automatically keep its rear end level, which comes in handy while towing, or manually adjust the back end ride height. In other words, Carolina squatting your Tundra is as easy as pressing a button. Okay, that's not really what Toyota intended, but it can be done. And for those looking to take their Texas-tastic Tundra off-road, the 2024 model year ushers in an optional 3-inch suspension lift installed at the factory. That goes nicely with the available TRD package, a bundle of off-roading goodies that includes an electronically locking rear differential, all-terrain tires, Bilstein dampers, skid plates, mudguards, and special wheels. Not to mention technology like multi-terrain select, crawl control, and the multi-terrain monitor camera system. So with the 1794 edition Tundra, you've got a Western vibing all-Texas full-size pickup truck that, with the iForce Max powertrain, is truly a badass truck. But what if that's not quite enough? What if you find yourself wanting just a little bit more? Well, fear not, as Toyota has just the truck for you. Unveiled at the State Fair of Texas last year, the Tundra 1794 Limited Edition is that truck. It sits an inch higher off the ground and sports unique 20-inch matte black wheels. 2.5-inch Fox internal bypass shocks with external reservoirs lifted from the TRD Pro model are off-road ready. This exclusive 1794 edition variant comes only with the high-performance hybrid powertrain, and we do mean exclusive as in only 1,500 units will be built. And considering the cabin upgrades, this is one limited edition you do not want to miss. Toyota partnered with Texas-based Saddleback Leather Company to craft what they're calling an ultra-premium leather-lined cabin. And if the photos do it any justice, they're not exaggerating. This stunning leather treatment extends to the door grab handles and special seatback saddlebags with flaps and buckles. Not only that, the walnut dash panel gets a serialized engraving to indicate which one of the 1,500 trucks you have. Then there's the tailgate with a special stamped treatment and a series of saddleback leather accessories like an overnight bag, a tool roll, and a key glove that are part of the deal. Really, you can't go wrong here, as the regular 1794 edition Tundra is a spectacular pickup truck, and the limited edition makes clear there's no such thing as too much leather. We'll take ours in smoked mesquite with the thundering hybrid powertrain and 3-inch suspension lift to enjoy a maximum dose of Toyota's 100% Texas full-size pickup truck. Thanks for watching.